Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Old Time Rock and Roll. I'm your host, David Tear, where I feature different rock and rollist artists every day whose birthday is today. I'm just going to do this two more times this year. Then, starting January 1st, I'm going to start doing my personal countdown of what I consider roughly the top 3,000 rock and roll songs of all time. But anyway, we got 2 days left in this year, so this is my second to last featuring rock and roll birthdays. But today is the birthday of a very famous singer, this guy, Bo Diddley. And he was one of the early pioneers of rock and roll. He kind of incorporated some blues, his own unique version of blues into rock and roll. He's known for what's called a Bo Diddley beat. He was born by the way in 1928 on this day, and he died in 2008. But he had this kind of unique looking guitar, and he had a few, not really a lot of big hits, but he had a few kind of minor hits, a lot of blues hits. His hit songs included his first hit was just called Bo Diddley, and the flip side was I'm a Man. These are both compositions of his own. I'm a Man became both of these songs kind of became blues standards, especially I'm a Man. I'm a Man was re-recorded by several other artists. The Yardbirds had a hit version of this one, and yeah, there's the Yardbirds in their version. And then in '59, he had a song called "Say Man." Um, well, actually, in '56, he had another song called "Who Do You Love?" I don't think this was a hit, but several other artists recorded this one, including was it Quicksilver in 1969, a psychedelic band, also George Thorogood and the Destroyers, I believe, sometime in the early '80s. And then his next hit song was I think this was his only top Billboard Top 40 song. It was called "Say Man," and it was also a blues hit. He had several blues hits, but only one top 40 song, a couple other minor hits. In 1960, he had a song called "Roadrunner." He does the kind of typical beep beep of the Roadrunner from the Looney Tunes. Wasn't the same song as the theme song for the show, but he had his own blues hit called Roadrunner. Like I said, this is a minor hit. I think I hit number 70, not 100, but it was also a blues hit. And then in '62, he had a song called "You Can't Judge a Book by the Cover," another minor hit, but also a blues hit. Besides his hit songs, he was very influential on several other artists. Who all used his Bo Diddley beat, and a lot of them sort of became famous for it on their own. First one was this guy here, Johnny Otis, and he kind of turned it into what he called the hand jive. So his big hit was Willie and the Hand Jive, which came out in 1957, which uses the Bo Diddley beat and almost sounds just like Bo Diddley. But anyway, and then Buddy Holly and the Crickets, and I think in '57 they had a hit called "Not Fade Away," which also uses the Bo Diddley beat. And in '65, the Strange Loves had a hit called "I Want Candy," later remade by Bow Wow Wow, I believe, and also I think it was Aaron Carter in the '90s. Um, and what else? U2 had a hit called "Desire," which uses the Bo Diddley beat. They were from the '80s, and the one that had the biggest hit with using the Bo Diddley beat, I believe, was this guy George Michael. He had the big hit "Faith." Yeah, I'm sure y'all know that song, but he it was a big hit, and part of the reason I think it was a big hit was he used the Bo Diddley beat in it. So anyway, that's my profile on Bo Diddley. He was a great early pioneer of rock and roll, and I'm glad I was able to feature him tonight. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.